Welcome to week 9, the final week of the F1 Clash Community Championship, and we are at the Singapore GP. We've got Gasly, Vagabond and Verdict all boosted this week with a 10% stat increase, and we are at opening round. So opening round, hopefully we can put together. We've got Musso and T4 as normal with us here for opening round. The tracks that are going to be in this video: Singapore, 33% chance of rain. We've got Austin, Montreal and Zandvoort to round out the video. So hopefully we can put some good points together. Make sure you use that creator code as a WF1. Like the video as well, and let's get down to the party. Hopefully Singapore, we don't get blocked, but you never know. It's potential chance of rain as we get racing in race number 1. So let's give it our best go, and we get under the lights of Singapore. We've got a wet qualifying, but what will the race throw us? Where do we qualify? We're picking Yuki and Alonso, so we're going to be pushed a little bit further back. Not too bad though, 13th and 16th. We've got a dry race, so both of them are going to go on to the softs, and we're going to do a 3-3. But we should get a very good start. We should get both perfects because they hold such powerful race starts. So here we go. Can we get perfects? We can. That's what we want. Now it's all about first corner luck, I'm afraid, round at Singapore. Tsunoda looks like he's going to get a bit of luck here up the inside. Alonso gets pushed and pushed. Gets out the other side though in P12. I'm going to leave these pushing for the first few corners because there's a chance we can start to make some moves. Tsunoda's up to P5 already. Alonso P11, make that P10, and make Tsunoda P4. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. And Alonso all the way down to P8. So great first start for us on lap number 1. We've avoided the chaos, and we've got ourselves into P4. We've got soft Leclerc, hard and mediums ahead. So we want to try and get probably past, because we need to keep this gap, this hard tyre ahead. Oh, how did we lose that place? We shouldn't have lost that place at all. Now we're actually pretty stacked together, aren't we? This isn't good because we haven't got much of a gap, but we've got Verstappen ahead. Is Verstappen the hard tyre? No, he's the soft. We can't get past them at the minute. Can we go up the inside? Yes, we can. We're up to P4. And we're going to try and hold off Verstappen. Wow, just floats back by. And that hard tyre out front, Lando Norris P2. I mean, George Russell has just got past us, and he's on the softs. So we are absolutely going to double stack right now. And that's not very good for us. We're going to try. Let's try and push Alonso a bit further away, because that's our only hope right now. We're going to try and build up the power unit, though, with Yuki Tsunoda. You can see there, Alonso getting past P5. We're going to have to use a lot more power unit than I wanted here to try and create the gap. You can see Tsunoda there, just out of shot. And we don't mind losing a few positions. We are earning some power unit pretty nicely. We'll have Alonso come in. He's not got the best power unit to hit this with either. And Tsunoda just holding up a few people as well. But he comes in. Where's Alonso come back out? P5. And Tsunoda not had the best start to this race in the end. Oh, wow, we've got hit pretty hard. And now we've got to try and get our... This is probably not the best start, is it? Got to get past these cars, though, pretty quickly. We've got ourselves up to P16. And we're just trying to knife our way through. It's worked okay so far. Alonso's bang there. Trying to get past the Ferrari. Can we get past Leclerc? Oh, no, we can't still get past Leclerc. A few cars coming out the pits. And we've got P10 back. And still, we can't get past these in front. Mediums and hards, finally we're past Leclerc, and we still can't get past the hard tyre. Still the hard tyre is, there we're finally passed up to P2. What a drama of a race that we've had. We've got a bunch of hard tyres ahead. Is there any room for a manoeuvre? Yes, there is. P9 and P8. Very, very easy. And we're finally up to some positions. We've got the medium tyre, or soft tyre of Hamilton. He's absolutely flown out front. Nothing we can do there. But we are in a bit of traffic with Russell, who will get past. What about Max Verstappen? Red Bull struggling round Singapore, as it has done in the practice sessions so far in real life. We're ahead. P5. Is there any more room? What we got ahead? Hard tyre and Norris ran out. And now we can complete this. Can we get Leclerc? That would be a nice bonus, but we're not going to, I don't think. And it's going to be a P2 for Alonso, P4 for Yuki Tsunoda start. It's going to be 44-point start to our opening round here in Singapore. Race number 2. Circuit of the Americas, and we'll be looking to do a one stop at the Circuit of the Americas, doing a soft, medium and a medium soft run, and hopefully good start inside line on the first corner, very much needed. And we're against Alonso and Stroll, so very evenly matched qualifying session. So we're going to go softs for Yuki, and we'll put him on the Cuppa, and Alonso the same. Or actually, let's go, doesn't really matter, let's go a bit of probably Prince. Let's see if we can help on the mediums. So 3-4, 4-3 is what we're doing here. Inside line, perfect if we can get it, especially for Fernando Alonso. We get perfect and fast. Quite surprised we only get a fast start. And surely Alonso's taking inside line here, and so is Tsunoda to an extent. And P10, P13 at the moment as we try and hold on in the absolute chaos of this opening lap. Alonso, inside line, takes P9 with Tsunoda taking P12. Alonso P8 now. And we're going to still push. There's still chances for a few pit early stops. And we're ahead of... Can we get Leclerc as well? I think we can. We're making some great ground this first lap. And you can see in the background, we're still trying to close the gap. So then we'll cut down. So very good first lap. P6, P9. Alonso behind Stroll, who's on the mediums. Let's see if we can make a move up the inside, or around the outside, or none. How about that? We're going to see if we can just dig out any more moves. And there's one, P5, P8. There will become a time where we have to cut this attack down to save some tyres. But we're going to go all out early doors, and we're going to take P4. Oh, we did take P4. Not anymore. And Norris coming back at us. We hold on. So, interesting start. We've got to get some power unit back now. That's a must. Otherwise, we're going to be pretty slow as Alonso puts on the brakes. That wasn't because of my conserve. Wow. I'd like to say it wasn't because of our conserve. But we absolutely lose out either way. And that's not good. As we come in now on the mediums. Soft tyres, runners coming in. As Alonso takes P7 and moves himself up to P5. With Tsunoda coming out with a bit of traffic. That's what we didn't want. And that traffic is ahead, and so is Lando Norris. Ahead though, Fernando Alonso takes the Red Bull. And Yuki Tsunoda trying to get past Lando. And he's trying hard. Just can't close that gap right now. Can he go rounds? Surely, yes. P12. Alonso's in. And Alonso's out. Can he take Leclerc here? Barges his way through. He's up to P5. P5, P7. With no one left in front to pit. Looks like the AI are on a not too bad strategy today. Oh wow, Tsunoda gives up a position just because he wants to. So Tsunoda's not really performed too good so far. And we've got Max Verstappen, and that was Leclerc coming through on the hards. And here comes Alonso on Max Verstappen. He's through. Can Tsunoda get Perez? Yes, he can. P6. So P4, P6. Still 7.5 seconds behind. We are not going to catch them at all in this race. We've got Alonso P4 though. Can we close them up a little bit? As we round the straight we go. One car ahead in Gasly that we might be able to catch. Tsunoda we were conserving and takes back over P6. Still can't get P6. Can he finally get him? Still can't. So Tsunoda's struggling on that medium tyre. Alonso's managed to get up to P3. And can we get P7? Still can't get P7. We've absolutely tried. But can we get it now? Finally get into P6. Alonso's going to come home in P3. 22 points. Difficult race for Tsunoda. And he has to settle for P6 in the end. So 41 points is what we take from Austin. Race number 3 comes from Canada and Montreal. Looks like we've got a real player for this one as well, so should be a very interesting race to see who gets their strategy right and who gets it potentially wrong. Or will we both get it right? Qualifying, I mean, we've got the higher team score and we're out qualified. P15, P16, that's pretty crazy. So we're going to go Cuppa on both, and let's hope for the best. We're going to do a 3-3-2 with Fernando Alonso, and on the mediums for Yuki Tsunoda we're going to rock a 4-4. But what will it be like? And we have got a real player, so very surprised they out qualified. That shows you how important the qualifying stat is, but hopefully our race start stat can provide us with some decent work. So P11 I think we're going to hold. Yep, P11, P13. And it's the soft tyres struggling to get through early doors. P9, P11 now. We're going to use, remember, all this race start because that's where our advantage is. So we get the rival. Sainz takes the inside line. And we have both cars now into the top 10. P8 and P9. Alonso right on the back, pushing the Ferrari along. And he'll take that position happily as well. Is there any more for the take-in? Tsunoda having a look. Can't get it done. So, let's see where that leaves us at the moment. As we try and get the McLaren. Can't get it. Lando Norris. Is there a move now? Nearly. Rival now pushing still. Can we take inside line? Rival takes the inside line. Somehow gets past us. But let's just settle down. This is not over yet. As you can see, Yuki Tsunoda making a move there. Let's see if we can get him up another position. Oh, wow. And instead, loses a position. It's chaos at the back of the grid. Or mid-pack. And at the minute, we're finding it very tough indeed. We've got Alonso coming down now. We'll go to the soft tyres again. Can Tsunoda get a position? Tsunoda still can't. Tsunoda's got great overtaking. Just can't seem to find the overtake button. Needs a bit more power from his car. And again, just manages to scrape through. Alonso is out P9. Make that P8. Can we get the rival early doors as well? That would be nice. Especially on the softs. Of course we can't. What about now? Round the outside we go. happy days on that one. So, difficult start in this run. Rivals looking to do 5 laps on the medium. That's interesting. I think that looks a decent strategy. But let's see if we can just push. Hopefully we get out in clear air here as well. Of course we don't. We're going to try and get past these early on though. And we can get Hulkenberg. Can we get any more whilst we're stuck in a bit of traffic? We're trying to get through. We're trying to close the gap. We can get Ocon. And we've got Alonso up to P4 now. Still got a pit though. You can see some slow cars ahead. A lot of cars coming out the pits as we take Tsunoda to P11. And Alonso all the way to P2. So good work by him. And still got a pit though. Tsunoda's chasing hard. Tsunoda's been costing us the points so far in this race. Here's the rival though on the mediums and we're ahead. P4. We've got Leclerc ahead of us as well. 2 laps to go, which includes this one. Power unit not so good for both drivers. We've pushed pretty hard to try and make these early moves. And we can get P2. Absolutely. Try and hope for a last lap push. P1 is gone. And it's Tsunoda struggling again for the points. I'm going to try and push now as well. Can we actually get the Mercedes in front of us? It's going to be a late lunge down into the hairpin. And we're going to just grab P1. And we're going to nearly lose it. But P1, and it's Tsunoda struggling again. That's the car that we've really struggled on. Doing the 4-4. So he's going to come home P9. And we are going to take 40 points this time from the race here. And look at the debrief. We had the better team score, but it was just the drivers and the positioning that really cost us. So level 8, level 7, qualifying stats better than both of ours. But obviously car as well. So interesting race there. So race number 4. The last part of this opening round video. It's been a pretty difficult start as well with some... I feel like we're kind of getting done by qualifying at the moment, being pushed back. Race start is great, but we're still getting out qualified by most people. We've switched to Lewis Hamilton in this race just to see if it gives us any extra from us. That's the difference here. So we're going to go Cuppa and Cuppa. We're going to go 3-4 and a 4-3 in Zandvoort. Let's see if Lewis Hamilton does a better job. I mean, he's starting the same position as Tsunoda, and we've gave up some overtaking, so that doesn't look great already. But let's find out. As Hamilton gets past Alonso, and then we're going to get absolutely gridlocked. But we're up to P11 and P12, so not the best start in the world here for our first lap. And we've got Hamilton trying to push past Alonso on the slower compound tyre, as Alonso gets up to P10. It's going to be a tricky... I feel like it's going to be not an easy weekend, as Alonso nearly loses out to Kevin Magnussen. Down the home straight we go. Alonso all over the back of Stroll. And we're into P9. You can see everybody in front being held up. It's a good time for us to gain some power unit back as we close up. And now we can push through this section here. See if we can make a move. Charles Leclerc our target and Lewis Hamilton our target. And we're through. P7. What about Hamilton now again? Round the outside. K-Mag. No doing there. Just P7. Definitely missing that boosted driver, I reckon. That is the difficult part as we take P6 and P5. Hamilton bang there taking P10. So looking pretty good at the moment. Can we boost past K-Mag through this corner here? We're a bit slow on the power. We've got P9 there, we're past him. And we're into the pits with Fernando. Hamilton's in as well. Let's see if we can just come out of there and scathe P10. Can we take Stroll? No, we can't. But Hamilton's up to P4, that's the main thing. What about Alonso? P9. Making some ground here. And we're pushing hard because I want to get the undercut successful. You can see Hamilton coming in from P3. And Alonso, can he get past the McLaren? Yes. Can he get past the Red Bull? I think he has, just by the corner of the screen from what we just saw. And he's up to P4. Let's try and boost from there. See if there's any more positions, and we get P3. Let's try it in this view, shall we? It's almost like playing Football Manager. That's what it reminds me of. But P8, P3. Got a Ferrari coming into the pits as well. And an Aston Martin. So we're going to move up some positions. Can we get Gasly? We can. We're up to P2. We can see the Red Bull out front. And that Red Bull is on hard tyres. Is this a P1 for Fernando Alonso territory? He's not through yet. We've got Hamilton bang there behind Lando Norris, and he's now through. Alonso into the lead. So it is P1 and P5 right now. And we're just going to push to get away from him. Hamilton into P4. He'll be looking and licking his lips at a podium opportunity. Can we get Perez? We can. We're up to P3. Can we get P2 for our first 47 of the week? Doesn't look like it, and it does look like it. We're through, and it is 47 points. Hamilton fighting his way through, something Yuki Tsunoda couldn't, and it's took us to the last corner to squeeze the points. It is 47 points in our final race of opening round that you get to see, and that is something that will certainly take every single day of the week. Well fought, but it was a great race down in Zandvoort. So let's see where that leaves us. After 4 races, you've obviously seen us drop some points so far. 4 races, 172 points, with some dropped, of course. Need to do better tomorrow, but it's so hard with the qualifying positions that we are taking. We definitely could have done with one of them drivers into the top half, but so far so good. I'm going to say a lot of learning to do as well. 172 points from 4, and we will await our big threats down below to see what they can pull out. Let me know how you've got on in opening round so far down below in the comments. Make sure you like the video, and we'll see you for final round tomorrow on the main account.